This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
The new LinkedIn Hiring Pro can't undo your last hire, the no-show. Who set you back because they didn't show up on day one, or day two, or ever again. And now your product launch is delayed because you're talking to alien abduction podcasters to track them down. But LinkedIn Hiring Pro can help make sure your next hire sticks. In fact, businesses who use LinkedIn are 24% less likely to reopen a role in the next 12 months. Hire right the first time with LinkedIn Hiring Pro. Post a free job today at linkedin.com/quality.
This podcast is part of the Robots Radio Rocket Club, a program designed to help all podcasts reach their full potential. For information about joining the Robots Radio Rocket Club, check out robotsradio.net.
Welcome to Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends, where we're going to take a deep dive into the lore of the Star Wars universe.
Welcome to Holocron Histories. I am one of your hosts, Austin, otherwise known as Teacup.
And I am the other host, Ben of Temeria.
And we are here today for our very special once-a-month Patron Chat. And so we've got our two patrons over here, Psych and Penguin. Say hello.
Hi.
Hello.
And so, Ben, what are we talking about today?
So today, I brought up the thing of what career would you pick if you were in the Star Wars universe? Now, mind you, I'm thinking career as in if you're not force sensitive. Because obviously if you're force sensitive, you're thrusted into the Jedi Order regardless.
I could be a Night Sister.
Is that a career path?
Yeah.
I can't imagine the benefits are particularly good.
Right. You have the Night Mother, constantly like feeding magic and pseudo force stuff into you, and I don't know.
But there are different career paths within the Jedi Order.
That's true. That is true. They're mostly assigned, though. You don't really get to pick half the time.
That's fair.
But who wants to kick off? Anyone? Nose goes?
I can go first. So my chosen career path, it's going to be real niche here. I want to be in the Hut Pop Punk band from the Visions.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
You can say what you want about Visions, but I loved Visions, and I loved
Visions was good. Visions was really good. It's not canon, but like having all those different anime studios literally do an episode, and we see a Hut Pop band, like it's basically Star Wars versions of K-pop at that point.
Wait.
Yeah. See, no, it's like a metal band. It's like
okay, that's right.
Literally on the like pop punk heavy metal genre.
Yeah, K-pop can do that.
Because I do not. This is very important. I do not want to be, because we want to keep. I'm not going to say it because we want to keep this podcast family friendly. But George Lucas's name for Star Wars jazz. I do not want to be a musician like there. Like I don't want to be chilling with Max Rebo.
Why not? It's just play the same song over and over time. It's super easy. Wasn't that Family Guy?
Yeah, that was Family Guy. Yeah,
God.
but I think I'd go with like a musician track.
Okay.
But like not like major. Like one, I don't want to be Max Rebo because I feel like musicians in the employ of Jabba the Hutt don't have a very good, like, I probably would need really good life insurance. And historically artists and creative types have not had good insurance.
That's fair.
Truth.
That's fair. Okay. That's interesting. That is very niche. That is like super niche. You got something, Psych?
Sure. I mean, if I were to know my luck, I'd end up being me in Star Wars. So some sort of mid-level bureaucrat on maybe a mid-rim world, maybe an inner core world.
A bureaucrat?
Yeah.
What?
Well, that's what I do. That's what I do.
No.
But what would you like to do?
What would I like to do? I mean, we
You have limitless options.
I think being a senator would be actually pretty cool, other than the fact that you probably end up with a bunch of death threats every day.
Or dead.
Or dead, actually.
You would have really good life insurance.
True, you would. You would have really good life insurance. Though it also depends, like, what, like, planet you're part with, like, senator for, and, like, what your stance is in the galaxy, if you would get death threats. I mean, I don't remember Padme really getting that. I mean, she got a lot of death threats because she was against war and whatnot, but...
It's the whole plot of the second movie, Ben!
It's fair.
That's not just the plot of the movie. That's the plot of, like, 10
Star Wars.
episodes of Clone Wars.
That's true. That's true.
They
Yeah, I
were
don't know if I
always
would
beat
want to
up,
be anything like...
civilized.
I don't know if I would ever want to be a politician in any, like, real life or in Star Wars, because I don't think that's going to be fun whatsoever.
You could be the representative from the ET homeworld.
True, you wouldn't have any issues with them.
Yeah, because you're just there for, hey, I'm Steven Spielberg and I work on Star Wars too.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yep. Here's an Easter egg. E.T.
Yeah, it's in the episode 2, right? In this one of the Senate scenes.
Yes. Ooh,
Okay.
is it 2? Pretty sure it's 2.
It's one of 2 or 1.
Yeah, it's either 1 or 2. One, it's like the early ones. And if you go back and watch E.T., when E.T. sees a kid dressed up as Yoda, he's like, home. Like, that's weird. Why would he point at Yoda? And then we see, E.T.'s race in Star Wars. Like, oh my god! They connected them. E.T.'s in Star Wars. That means Earth is in Star Wars. Oh crap, Earth is in Star Wars. Ooh.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know, senator or something. Yeah, that's what I would like to do.
That's very interesting. No, no politicians for me. Mm-mm. Well, God, this episode might be quick. I don't know. Talk about all this and then talk about something else in the second half. Penguin, what do you got? Have anything?
I would go for the farthest thing from myself, so I'd go with a bounty hunter.
Yeah, there you go. Something exciting.
Yeah, something that allows me to travel around the galaxy, seeing different places and such.
Now, would you be part of for being a bounty hunter? Obviously, you'd be part of the bounty hunter guild because you kind of have to be. But would you be like join up with the Mandalorians, or would you be like your own like lone wanderer kind of a bounty hunter?
Maybe not Mandalorians, but I'd probably find myself a crew to work with.
Okay. Did you ever play Star Wars: Old Republic?
I've played a little bit. I need to get back into it.
Okay, because the bounty hunter storyline in that game is great. You literally get to carbonize so many people.
Oh, that is fantastic. I'll definitely need to start a bounty hunter then.
You see, being a bounty hunter wouldn't actually be that bad because if you just took like government, like low level government contracts and like stayed away from like taking contracts from the Pikes or the Huts or any of the crime syndicates,
You can make a good living.
you'd probably be fairly safe too.
Yeah.
Like you would.
As long as you like are a decent shot or yeah, like any low level stuff. Kind of like how Mando does. Like when we first see him in Mandalorian. Kind of what he does with the Bounty Hunter Guild. Yeah, I mean, you can make a pretty good, decent living. As long as you stay away from all the crime syndicates. Don't be Boba Fett.
Just stay out of the Outer Rim entirely.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, just stay. Well, see that where you come with an issue, depending on your bounty, you could have to go to the Outer Rim because most people would probably go to the Outer Rim to scatter and like disappear. So, I mean, you're probably gonna run into like the Huts or the Pikes or anything, but I mean, you have some blasters or whatever else equipment that you have.
You could just come work for me. Maybe 5.
See, okay, yeah, you have a senator's back pocket. There you go. Wait a minute.
Like
whoa.
If you a bounty hunter.
Now, Psych has is a senator now has a bounty hunter in his back pocket. Psych, what are you planning?
Yes.
Oh God. Oh no. So we might
This is
have
how democracy dies.
In Star Wars, yeah. Was there really any democracy in Star Wars? Let's be true.
I would say like at the beginning there was democracy, but as you know what happens with power and stuff.
Oh yeah, as Palpatine kind of rising the ranks of the Senate and all, that kind of all disappears. But so, well, I guess that leaves me. I mean, honestly, I'd probably go with either A, being a bounty hunter, or B, being like possibly, depending on the era of Star Wars, I could be a trooper, possibly, or like a agent in the Republic, something like that, depending on the era. Typically leaning more towards bounty hunter though, like playing through Star Wars: The Old Republic and doing the bounty hunter storyline class was probably my favorite of all the storylines because it was very different. It had nothing to do with the Force or anything like that, and you're literally, the whole point of the entire story is, hey, go get bounties for the Great Hunt. That's it.
See, if I was a bounty hunter, I would end up being, for our Mass Effect fans, I would end up being the Conrad Burner of the bounty hunters.
Conrad Burner.
Oh, so that's not looking good for you.
No, it's not.
Remind me who that is.
He's the fanboy in Mass Effect 1 who can carry over.
Oh, okay, I remember that now. Yeah.
I actually hated him to begin with and told him to go away because he reminded me too much of the adoring fan from Oblivion.
Okay, yeah, I can see that now that you said that. Oh, man. Yeah. Were you about to say something, Psych?
Yeah, I was going to ask, what was the job I don't know if he's the grandson or the great-grandson of Revan had. He's a...
Oh, God.
I don't even remember his name right now.
Oh, you talking about Theron?
Yeah, Theron. What's his job?
Theron's an agent for the Republic.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a Republic special forces agent. To where like his identity is like a mystery in Republic records or whatnot, and he goes undercover a lot.
So basically, super spy.
Yes, yes, he is
Cool.
super side, and not only like because he was the, he's the son of Satil Shan, who is the great great granddaughter of Revan. I think great might be more than that.
It's something in
He's
there.
not force sensitive, but he was trained in the ways of the force to where he can repel uh, force entries through the mind, like Sith or anybody trying to like interrogate him with the force. He can like block them out of his mind. Plus, he also had cybernetics um, built into his head to where he can't be probed for information or anything like that. Pretty nifty.
Neat.
Yeah. You meet him through. If you're on the Republic side, you also, I mean, you meet him pretty early on before the Shadow of the Revan expansion, and then he's your companion starting with the Knights of the Eternal Throne expansions going forward. Regardless on what faction you're part of, Sith or Republic. But yeah, I mean, I'd probably be bounty hunter most likely, just because I need something exciting in Star Wars. Plus, I would have my own ship. That's the other thing. That's the only other benefit. Now, question for Penguin: what kind of ship would you prefer to have as a bounty hunter?
Oh, that is a good question. I didn't think of that.
Right? Like, there's too many ships.
Yeah, I wouldn't want something too big because it would need to be more maneuverable. But I don't want like a starfighter. That's
Too small.
that's kind of
Something.
one hit and you're done.
Yeah. Most starfighters, depending. Yeah. So something's, I would say, probably closer to what the Razor Crest size is, like kind of a medium sized starship, but not as big as the Slave One, because the Slave One has it's built more with power than movability, in my opinion.
I think something like the Twilight from Clone Wars.
Oh, okay. The Twilight. Okay.
Yeah, because it has pretty decent weapons. It has pretty good maneuverability if you're a good pilot. So I think that would be a pretty good ship.
You have your own medical droid on station with a med bay, the little small med bay. Like you literally have everything on the Twilight.
I'm going with the A-Wing.
Yeah, that's terrible. That's just a recipe of disaster right there. Completely. I'm gonna have the A-Wing, the worst starfighter worst starfighter in video game history. Yeah. But I think this is a good time to take our break.
All right, let's do it.
If you've ever blasted synth beats from your boombox or burned CDs for your besties, this one's for you. As people get older, much like their music tastes, their health needs change. AG1 is the simple daily health drink designed to deliver over 75 essential daily nutrients and pre- and probiotics to support energy, digestion, and mood. So you can make the most out of every decade and dance break. Learn more at drinkag1.com.
All right. Well, welcome to the middle of the show where we take this time to thank our patrons. And so definitely thank you to you two who are here with us and all of our patrons. If you would like to support us, you can go to patreon.com/holocronhistories and support us there. You can sign up for various tiers that gets you ad-free episodes all the way up to coming up on the show with us. We greatly support or appreciate any support you give us there. Another great way to support us is by leaving ratings or reviews on Spotify or Apple. We greatly appreciate those. If you leave a review on Apple that is 5-star with some words, we will read it out on a future episode of the show. Ben, do we have a review to read today?
Not this week.
All right, we do not. Okay. Well, again, we greatly appreciate those reviews, and that's a great way to hang out with us. You can also join us on various Discord servers. The two main ones are the Cups Podcasting and More, which is mine and She Cups server, where we host all the podcasts we do. So that's this podcast, the Inheritance Page by Page cycle, the Assassin's Creed Lorecast, the Dragon Age Lorecast. We do all of that. If you want more of Ben, you can check him out at the Wizarding World Lorecast, which is well on its way.
Yes. You can find me on Wizarding World Lorecast. We do all of our live show episodes on the same channel, Ben of Temeria. So we did move our live shows from the Holocron Histories Twitch channel to my own Ben of Temeria Twitch, to where you're going to find all my streaming with this show, Wizarding World, any of my game streams that I'm going to try and have a schedule for at some point. I'm still trying to work that out with the holiday ramping up now with work. It's kind of a dizzy. But yeah, you can check that out every Wednesday at 10 p.m. For the live show, and those episodes drop on Friday. So if you want to know a lot of this lore of the Harry Potter universe, go check that out.
All right. Well, that's it for the middle of the show, so we can get back to it.
All right.
If you're a QuickBooks customer looking to grow without the growing pains, you need the Intuit ERP, the AI native ERP that upgrades right from QuickBooks. Learn more at intuit.com/ERP.
No. What? What the heck?
Psych, did you hear it last week?
No, I only hear the gunshot, and in my head I hear the scream. So, but
what's weird?
But the music, I hear the gunshot, and then there's this.
That's weird. Like, huh?
I did use the Wilhelm scream in our Mass Effect D&D game.
Oh my god, that's great.
So it was very appropriate.
That's awesome.
It was good.
But now that we talked about what careers we would choose, out of everything in the Star Wars universe, what would you want to be with no restrictions whatsoever?
Oh, Grandmaster. Like.
Grandmaster of the Jedi Order?
Hell yeah.
Okay, I would want to be a Jedi, but specifically, I would only want to be a Jedi under Luke's new Jedi Order in Legends.
Okay.
Where he gets rid of you can't have any attachments.
Yeah, because, he gets a wife, he has kids. Kyle Katarn, I think, doesn't Kyle end up with someone at some point?
Well, yes. And then it's dramatic, and then
yeah,
I don't know the full story, but
it doesn't end well.
Does anything in Star Wars?
I'm pretty sure Luke dies of old age in the
That's
Legends.
true. He doesn't get killed off. He just dies like an old man.
Just everyone around him gets killed off.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly right, Penguin. Everybody else just dies.
Sometimes killing each other.
Yes, that is true. Though, yeah, he dies of old age, same as I believe Mara Jade, I think, dies as old. No, she gets killed.
Oh.
She gets killed.
She is, spoiler alert, if you have not read the Fate of the Jedi series, but Mara Jade is killed by Jason Solo.
That's right, because he becomes a Darth.
Yeah, Darth Kaitis is his name.
That's right. Yeah, then his kid, like Luke's kids, deal with a bunch of crap. Like the Yuzhong Vong eventually.
Yeah.
Which is like...
Luke
oh,
only
that's
has
his
one
grandkids.
kid.
Yeah, his
I
grandkids
thought
deal with a
Luke
lot of...
fought the Yuzhong Vong.
Nope.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yes. Luke. Yes. So
Thought
Luke
that was way
fights the
later.
Mm-mm.
No.
God.
No, that's like, God, what is that?
I don't
That's
remember.
the
20-ish
new
years
Jedi
after?
Order series. New Jedi Order series.
20-ish years after Return of the Jedi?
Really?
Yes, because
way later, I
Ben
thought.
Skywalker is a baby during the Yuzhong Vong War, and
Okay.
he and a bunch of Jedi Knight are hid away at a place called Shelter that's in the middle of the Maw.
Okay.
And then, so the only ones who are really fighting in the Yuzhong Vong War, I believe, are the Solo children. I can't remember if Anakin Solo fights in that war or not.
Huh.
But I know Jason and Jaina do.
And then I know Chewbacca fights in it, but he dies in that.
Oh yeah, he goes out and
He goes out
style.
he goes out with a bang. Like he
You
goes
literally need a moon to kill him.
Yeah. He becomes like the last Wookiee berserker and like freaking wrecks everyone. It's great.
It's very sad.
It is sad.
Because poor Han can't take it, and he takes it out on his son who just happened to be there. It's really sad.
Yeah. You gotta admire the cojones on the writers who took Jason Solo and made him a Darth, because if I remember right, Jason was named after Zahn's own son. And so the idea of taking literally both the hard effort of Zahn and the person he named it after and going, okay, you're evil now. Have fun.
Yeah.
They do give a reason. They just give a sort of reason during, and then they go back and give a kind of reason later.
Yeah. It's like a soft retcon.
Yeah. I'm reading that series right now.
Okay.
It's not Fate. No, it is Fate of the Jedi. Legacy of the Force is Jason's turn. Yeah. Fate of the Jedi.
Penguin, what would you be with no restrictions?
I think I'd stick with a bounty hunter because
Stick with bounty.
Yeah, with a Jedi, my time is kind of limited either way. So bounty hunter is a safer career in that aspect.
Yeah.
You could be a Jedi bounty hunter.
Or a bounty hunter who can use the Force, who was never taken into the Jedi Temple.
And there are a couple of those. I also think there's something to be said. I would want to be part of the Mandalorian Neo Crusaders. The ones that are on under Mandalore the Ultimate. No. Yeah, Mandalore the Ultimate.
That was during Revan's time?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think. Or is he Mandalore? Canderous is Mandalore the Preserver.
Yeah. I think Ultimate was before Canderous, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that would have been the one Revan fought.
Yeah, that's the one he took the mask and everything. Hid it away. But, okay. Yeah, I mean, those were the Mandalorians that found, hey, stop using blasters. Let's go to actual ballistics. They can't deflect that. Yeah, they were the smart ones to where it's like, screw blasters, we'll use actual legitimate ballistics. Oh, try to deflect a bullet? Yeah, it's going to shatter as soon as it hits the saber and spray them with molten metal. Yep. It's great. That's when Mandalorians were smart.
No one wants to be a Sith Lord?
I mean, you're going to die at some point, in your life as a Sith, what's the point?
I mean, everyone dies.
Yeah, but you're going to get backstabbed left and right.
Ooh, there's some fatalism there. We all die.
But what's the lifespan of a Sith, though? Let's be honest. Who's not Palpatine? Typically don't live that long.
You know, living in the Star Wars universe might not be the best thing because, and I know this is movie magic, but you know, the medical technology is good enough to like deliver twins in like 10 minutes. But not good enough to prevent said woman from dying from sadness.
Yeah, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, most of episode 3 that isn't Kenobi and Anakin fighting is just some sort of like wild train wreck.
Yeah, like, we can replace your entire body with cybernetics, but sadness, I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
We can keep you alive after suffering probably a new degree level of burn. Like they invented a new degree to disclose Vader's burn, but you die of sadness.
Man, I never really actually thought about that till now.
Yeah. I mean,
it's like, hey, you have like Kolto tanks to where you can like heal wounds over time. Mm-hmm. But stop from someone dying after giving birth? Yeah, nah, sorry. Like,
then
what?
Nick Sand can get an entirely new intestinal system.
Yeah.
I mean, you can survive being cut in half and drop down a nuclear shaft or whatever it is on Naboo, but you can't survive giving birth to children. Them's the breaks, I guess? That seems really lame.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd be a doctor because they obviously
don't know what
some level of science in there.
We have all this miracle juice, but we still only have basic knowledge of human anatomy or even alien anatomy.
Yeah.
Okay, I am not a woman. And I have never given birth to a child, so I don't know. But like, even if she died from complications with Anakin like choking her or whatever, like the answer was right there. Why'd you say, oh, she lost the will to live? Like, oh, he hurt her so much that she couldn't survive the childbirth. Like,
right.
It's right there. It's right there.
He literally force choked her enough to where, you know, it sapped all, like, in reality, Palpatine sapped all her strength, but still, like, force magic stuff. I mean, that's basically what it comes down to when it comes to Padme's death is, hey, the force was involved. Teacup, you look puzzled.
I don't understand it.
That's fair.
It's that Padme's not in the original trilogy, and so George Lucas, I think, was like, well, she's got to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what it comes down.
Isn't it? Wasn't episode 5? Leia is talking. I forget who she's talking to, but she says that she has some memories of her mom. I think she actually been talking to Luke. So.
Is she talking? She's probably not talking about Padme.
No.
Then.
Yeah,
she's talking about.
Well, I believe they had. At the time, it was acknowledged that it was memories of her biological mom, not the adopted family. I don't know if that got cut in another different cut or whatever, but if I remember right, that was a scene. That was a scene in one of them. It was either 4 or 5.
Well, so there is like they do kind of retcon it in that there's like this thing that the Force could conjure up like images for her, like being in touch with the living Force would do that. And like we haven't gotten a lot of like, we obviously don't have the perspective of a Force sensitive baby, but I would imagine with like a mind developing around all of that, that they could do things that a normal Jedi couldn't, just because their imagination and their mind is so much more malleable than an adult.
Sure. Yeah.
So the Force.
The Force.
The Force.
Answer.
You know,
the Force.
like the number one answer for literally anything that happens in Star Wars. The Force. That's it. That's all you need to know. It's magic.
There's a literary term for that. Something that just explains away everything.
Deus Ex.
Yes, that.
Yeah. Or I guess in modern terms, it's your plot MacGuffin.
Yeah. But what's really cool with, at least with, and it's really weird that we just like switched pivot to like talking about Padme and Leia.
I mean, they are awesome characters.
They
could
are.
Probably talk about them for hours, but
True.
And they get kind of.
I will add one more note to this subtopic: is the best thing they've done so far in the recent year is the newest book with Leia and Han. Like they have their like actual marriage in the book. They showed art of Leia's wedding dress. It's literally Padme's dress. It's like when she got married. It's super, like, it's the same style, different color, but it's super cool to see. And I was like, okay, that's cool.
Which book was that?
It came out this year, I'm pretty sure.
That wasn't Brotherhood?
It was not Brotherhood. Because
Okay.
that's Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, just making sure, because that's the only one I know off the top of my head that came out this year. Because I'm staring at it on my bookshelf.
The Princess and the Scoundrel.
Huh.
Yep, Star Wars: The Princess and the Scoundrel, which is the book including Padme. First things. Yep, first book, specifically about the heroines of Star Wars. It's not just like Han and Leia. They have other heroines in it, but like they specifically like detail Leia and Han's wedding.
Yeah, it came out around like maybe a couple months before or after Brotherhood, so it got very much overshadowed by Brotherhood's release.
Hey, look at that. They had a honeymoon aboard the Halcyon Star Cruiser. If nobody knows what it is, that's the Galactic Star Cruiser at Disney World.
Did they also pay $6,000 to stay there?
No, it was probably more on the line of, in Star Wars term, it was probably well over 1 million credits.
I mean, as sole survivor of the Alderaan line, I'm sure Leia's got a lot of money.
Oh, being like an Amidala, and on top of that, being foster home of the Organas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
she has money for the days.
Rebels is the only time we see anyone worrying about money other than Andor and Rebels. Like Rebels, the Ghost Crew has to do some odd job because they're out of money.
True.
And then Andor, we obviously have the Mon Mothma and plotline and everything.
Right.
That is true. No one else cares about money. I mean, everything else is Jedi business. So
it's either Jedi business, or it's Senate business, or it's Army business. All the things that are handled,
or
by
some guy going out for bounties and don't care about money.
Or it's exactly why they're out there, is because they care about money.
Mind tricks don't work on me. Only money. That's what I said to my former employer when he gave me a hat instead of a raise.
Ooh.
I didn't actually say that, but they did do that.
Now, I have a question for you, Austin. when you were down at Disney, did you try to give Republic credits to any of the workers at Galaxy's Edge?
No.
Oh, you should just like, do you
Did
guys
they-
take Republic credits? You need to do
Do
that.
they actually respond? They say it doesn't work on me. Or I need
No,
some-
it's like, sorry, we don't take Republic credits. If you try to do, I haven't tried any using like a mind trick thing. If you do it to the stormtroopers, like, yeah, that doesn't work. You're not a Jedi. Sorry, get out my way.
when the Forced Order stormtroopers came around, I was sitting there, and I tried to get one to take a selfie with me, and he was not amused, which is part of the part. But they were walking around. Does anyone have any knowledge about the Resistance? And I shouted, I go, they're on Alderaan. They said, sir, we do not appreciate jokes.
Okay, that is great. I need to do that when I go down in April. That's epic.
Did they reschedule you for let you pick a different weekend?
Yeah,
Since
so since my trip was I was going to go in the last week of September, but a hurricane known as Ian swept through and destroyed all that. So so Disney actually has a special hurricane policy specifically, which is very interesting.
Figures.
Yeah, it makes sense because they're dead in the center of hurricane season, or in hurricane paths. So they either allow you to get reimbursed for all but $200, which is the initial deposit, or you can reschedule it to another weekend. So me and my friend that are going down, we just rescheduled it for his birthday week. So we'll be down there for his birthday and everything. I even said it up in the profile that, why are you down here? Birthday. And specifically set for him. Because if you go down there for a specific day or a specific thing, they'll give you a pin. And you have to wear that pin. And the workers know what that pin means. Bug the crap out of them. So more than likely, I'm going to have a lot of stormtroopers around us. And I'm super excited for him to get roasted by stormtroopers. I can't wait. But yeah, we're going to go down in April. I do. Sadly, lightsabers just went up in price.
Yeah.
$250 now. Which honestly is what you would buy them for in Black Series. Sabers are $250 anyway, so. Actually, no, they went up to $280. Most of them now. But still cheaper than the Black Series for zombies. And hopefully by the time I go down, they're going to have a refresh of all the parts. So hopefully all the parts will be different.
Any other thoughts on what job you want to have? No?
Yep. Oh, I didn't say mine.
Oh.
I would probably be a Jedi Guardian. Going back into the Legends, I would take up the Guardian class and fight whatever I need to fight.
Yeah, but okay, so here's the question. So you're obviously talking back into Legends, probably back in the Old Republic.
Mm-hmm.
So are you wanting the post or the post-Bane High Republic era? Do you want to be because if you're talking about the Old Republic, it's not a great time to be a Jedi whenever we play.
It's true. You're always at war. You're always fighting. See, I mean, if it's the High Republic age, there's conflict, but it's not on a galactic scale.
Mm-hmm.
Like Old Republic is, or even Nice Old Republic. All that conflict's on a galactic scale. Personally, I would like to. I know it sounds terrible. I would like to be during the Old Republic era, so I can interact with a lot of the characters in the Republic specifically. Plus, I will never be bored because I'll be always fighting. As long as I'm doing good, that's all that matters to me.
Yeah, that's fair.
I think the High Republic would just be too boring for me because there's there's no conflict. There's some conflict, but like only in like certain areas of the galaxy.
It's fair. Well, if no one else has anything else, Ben and Penguin, if you want to tell, or Psych and Penguin, not Ben and Penguin, Psych and Penguin, if you want to tell everyone where they can find you. Psych, you can go first.
Sure, yeah. So I am one part of the MCU Lorecast with Captain Shanko, who is Ben's partner on the Wizarding World. We talk about the Marvel Cinematic Universe and how those movies, how well the movies were inspired by their books and whatnot, how well that transition existed, stuff like that. And I'm also a player in the Mass Effect Blue Shift, a tabletop RPG podcast, utilizing the Fate system to tell the stories of Citadel security agents on Citadel in Mass Effect. And I play dashing human agent Jack Parizo.
Penguin?
I'm really just on Discord, Penguin Ninja, in most, if not all, of the same Discords as everyone else.
Yeah.
We're in too many servers, man.
Yep, that's what Tom has done to us.
Yeah.
We all blame Tom.
So she said to me, said something about like, oh, did you see what this person said? And I said, where?
Right.
Where did they
Which
say
Discord? What server?
Which channel?
What channel in that server? Yeah, we have a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you both for being here. We greatly appreciate that. And thank you so much for your support. And thank you all for listening to the Holocron Histories podcast. We will see you next time.
And may the Force be with you.
Thank you for listening to Holocron Histories, Star Wars Canon versus Legends. You can find us on the Robots Radio Discord at robotsradio.net. You can also follow us on Twitter at SWHoloHistories and contact us at holocronhistories@gmail.com.